Hi friends, welcome back to Rafting Magazine, and on this quick lesson we have a request from one of our subscribers, and it's about R2ing. So I figured I would do a bunch of quick lessons on this, so coming out pretty soon we're going to have a few of these. But in this lesson, what I want to talk about is R2ing technique, and really basic technique. So a lot of people talk about R2ing from what's known in my area as Zen R2ing, and they talk about how you just want to talk with the other person and talk your way through it. One of the problems with that is that rafting is a team sport. It's not like kayaking, so you're not just going to be like, oh yeah, we're going to go over there and do this thing. You need to execute things properly, otherwise you end up floundering around when you're R2ing a whole bunch, and it doesn't look very good and you guys aren't very in sync. Now if you've paddled with someone for a long time, like I have with Kaylee, you can a lot of times pull commands, or you think you know what the other person's gonna call or gonna do. If you've gone through guide school with that person and they're about the same size as you, yeah, you could probably pull the same things. But there are times when I might want to finesse something and the other person I'm paddling with wants to power through something. So there's a lot of subtle variations and subtle differences on how you actually want to R2 and how you want to execute certain commands and certain maneuvers. So to alleviate all those problems, one of the things that I always recommend to people is if you're just starting to R2 with someone, you've never R2'd with them before, select the person who is going to be leading. So another great tip is if you are unfamiliar with the person and you're unfamiliar with the run, or you guys are stepping up a little bit, what you might want to do is select the person with the most experience and have them call commands as you go. And then that way you can start to get in sync and get in a rhythm. Otherwise, if you haven't paddled with someone for a very long time, then you're going to have some trouble getting in sync and paddling exactly when they think they want to paddle or when you want to paddle, or doing things that are going to make you guys run smoothly while you're R2ing. So my friends Nathan Hobbs and Nate Corona, they've been paddling together for at least 10 years. Two guys about the same size. They're excellent paddlers, and they're just kind of like, oh yeah, let's go over there, and then boom, they execute it, and they're super in sync. But again, if you're not that in sync, if you haven't known each other for a decade and paddle together like that, then I would certainly recommend choose one person to call commands. And if you're stepping it up for one person, or you're going out on a training run or something like that, it's always great to let that other person who may have less experience than you take the boat. And I do this a lot of times with people. I'll have them take the raft, call commands, and make sure that I am executing according to how they want to run. That way, they can get the training, they can get the experience, and they can become a better paddler. So, if you have questions about this, please let us know. Be happy to answer them in the comments. But that's some basic R2ing paddle technique.